Because it's not an easy life. We still work our ass off every day. We grind every day. We put our fucking head down and do what we gotta do on a daily basis. We take care of our families, but it's a lot better and easier than what life was before because we stay consistent. We didn't listen to the bullshit, and we're here today to tell you all about this. Thanks to Miami Hustle. Yeah.
Today on the Miami Hustle, we got Yuli Monster Diaz and Jake Brutal Bostwick pulling up. Thank you both for your time. These are some fighting legends right here, so it's an honor to have both of you on the Miami Hustle. Yeah, back again, both of you guys have been on it before, but we like to catch up with our guests, see what they've been up to, and you guys especially have been up to a lot. So there's a lot to talk about.
Life has been busy. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for having me and my brother on at the same time.
Yes, sir.
To kill it.
Come on, son.
Might end up with your TV screen broken out there.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a legendary episode, so really appreciate it.
And thank you to BRAWLERZ Box for having us in the house.
Of course.
BRAWLERZ Box Miami, if you haven't been to the gym, you need to come ASAP and come check this out. It is the baddest, most nicest, again, the baddest gym in Miami.
Yeah. Shout out to BRAWLERZ Box. We really appreciate them having us. It's a great place to work out. It feels like home, and the people really treat you like family. So again, shout out BRAWLERZ Box. If you haven't checked it out, you got to pull up.
Yes, sir.
And so I want to start off with, I know Yuli, you have a fight coming up.
I do. So I have a fight coming up August 29th. Today it just got canceled due to an injury that I have. It's an injury that's been hurting me for months. I've been kind of fighting through it. I was in Denver over the weekend. I was sparring, and it re-aggravated the injury. So today I decided, you know, it's better to just cancel the fight because I was fighting Phil Hawes. He's a UFC vet. He's not somebody to take lightly, and I don't want to go into this fight 50%, you know, missing one of my fucking arms. So, yeah, you know, the fight just got canceled today. So, but, you know, shout out to Dirty Boxing for the opportunity. Thank you again, and I look forward to fighting Phil Hawes in the future.
Yep, shout out to Dirty Boxing. Hopefully we see you in the ring soon.
Absolutely.
But aside from that, shout out to you because I remember the last time we had you on, you were talking about it was going to be your last fight. You fought in BYB. You won your last fight, but then you came back out of retirement to fight in Dirty Boxing, which you took the W in. So shout out to you.
Thank you, dog.
That was a huge win.
Thank you.
I was there. We were supporting you. And how did it feel to get back in that ring?
Man, it's amazing, man. You know, once a fighter, always a fighter. It's
hard to leave it, bro.
It is. And, you know, we never stop training. Even we might, you know, win, lose, or draw a fight on a Friday, and on Monday morning with black eyes and stitches, we're back in the gym getting our sweat in.
100%.
This is a non-stop thing. I'm 44 years old, so it's definitely non-stop for me. The moment I stop, is the moment I retire. My body retires. But I retired from bare knuckle. I took a job with BKB. Shout out to BKB, a great organization. I'm blessed to work with. So I work with them behind the scenes. They allow me to do anything else that's not bare knuckle. So I got to fight on Dirty Boxing 1. So in the future, when, you know, guys are fighting on Dirty Boxing 100, they're looking back at Dirty Boxing 1. I was one of the pioneers, and it's really, you know, a blessing to say that.
That's amazing. Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Jake, you mentioned that it's hard to leave. So I know you left the game for like, what, 2 years?
Yo, I had 2 years out from bare knuckle. Yeah, so, you know, Jake, you know, trying to, and I got the management. We were trying to find me a good payday, a good opportunity. And I, you know, I did end up getting a boxing fight on Misfits last March, like, you know, over a year back. It was just a little boxing fight. Again, it was nothing, you know. But when it comes to the bare knuckle stuff, that's a real raw fight. And it'd been 2 years, and then I just stepped in a month ago and just scored, you know, a first round TKO. So
yeah, bare knuckle is no joke. Shout out to Jake.
Hey, no, he just scored a first round TKO against a great opponent, man. He came in there and did great. Real quick, I want to rewind. When he fought on the Misfits card, it was a boxing match. It was in Tennessee, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And something happened where they had to evacuate the building. So I FaceTime him, and he's in the back of a cop car.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, there was a bomb scare or something, and the whole event got closed down. SWAT came in. That was on the stream, you know. People were like, what's going on? So he calls me up, and I'm like, yo, my pup's in the back of a police car trying to stay warm. I was literally in my shorts and that.
You probably thought some shit went down.
Into the venue once they eventually opened it up and let us go in.
And
I went in there, my hands were purple, like I was freezing, it was cold. I went in, and we're literally wrapping up my hands and that. I'm like, yo, trying to warm up my hands a little bit, like, bro, like, we had to go. It was like, Jake, we're on the clock. I'm like, bro, like, we've been outside for like 2 hours. I had no warm up, no nothing like at that point.
Yeah.
Bruv, so it was definitely an event that I remember and super jarring, but I kind of just pushed that one under the rug now. And,
I mean, hey, that's the behind the scenes that nobody knows about.
Show must go on.
Yeah.
And I just come back with that, so I'm happy with, you know.
Yeah, and bare knuckle is no joke though. So to take 2 years off and then get in that ring again, how did you feel?
Honestly, it's weird. It was really interesting actually. Now we're talking about this. When even backstage, and a prime example, I was backstage warming up and stuff, and I was with El Gallo. He was in the same locker room, and because we both training with Kevin Gleeson down up at Beta Bay, and he was nervous, you know, you could tell, and like for me, I felt so calm. I weirdly felt like I'd matured, in a weird sense. I had 2 years out from BKFC, July 2023. And then I just come back July 2025. And mate, I watched the video back, I watched the footage back, me warming up, me walking out. And I had a weird sense. I'm looking at it like, I look like a veteran. Like, I look like I've done this, you know? Yeah. And it was a weird, like, I felt so calm. It's like, it's another fight, bro.
Yeah.
I felt so calm and collective, and then I just delivered what I delivered. And it was just, man, I really felt 100% focused, 100% present, and for me, I feel like I'm hitting my peak. I'm 35, I'm going on 36, and I feel like that was a good little peak for me to see. I was like, I'm maturing, man.
Yeah, you look very comfortable in there.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no,
congratulations again on that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And respect to you, bro. Listen, this dude's a fucking legend, man.
Thank you, brother.
Like, in your 40s, still going strong. Like,
thank you, brother.
You know, I tell
you.
anyone I spar with, or anyone I train with, or whatever, anything about you, obviously everyone knows that we're brothers.
Yeah.
Like, dude hits like a tank. You see him train every day, you know, going viral with his everyday movements. And like, you know, it's good for the, you know, it's Team Monster, and I love that.
Thank you, my brother. And it's Team Brutal Bostwick all the way.
On,
It's my brother. We've developed a friendship where we're punching each other in the face, which is rare to find these days.
Listen, we started training back in 2018, I think. Right?
Yeah, 2018, yep.
2018. Who introduced us? Days, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, with Days, and when you were at Punch.
In Wynwood, yeah.
Well, he's saying, you know, he felt like a veteran. He is a veteran. He's got fucking a ton of fights, not only bare knuckle on his belt, he's got, you got like 30 MMA fights?
Yeah.
So this guy, you know, he started fighting MMA when he was 16 years old as a pro. So this guy comes from and his dad is another savage. So he comes from a line of savages.
Yeah.
It's great. You started just later in time, bro. That's what it was. I started super early, and then you had to catch up to do. That's what it was.
I mean, age really is just a number if you take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And they say fighting, the combat sports world is a young man's sport.
Absolutely.
But you guys are kind of proving people wrong on that one. You guys get me motivated to step in the ring, to be honest.
Get in there, dog.
I mean, hey, I'm not going in there young, but when I look at you guys, I'm like, bro.
You know what? Real quick on that note, shout out to my boy Steve out there, man. He's over here watching the podcast right now.
Shout out Steve.
He's gonna get in bare knuckle soon. You'll see Steve out there.
Nice.
He's a man, man. He's my boy, man. Like he's a real one. He's been around for some years.
He's
now,
a real one.
That's what's
We're
up.
from Texas to come train, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about too, aside from just fighting, you guys go on a bunch of side quests too.
Yeah.
So I see you doing pillow fights now. What's up with that? I would have never thought I'd see Yuli in the ring throwing pillows.
So I'm gonna say some funny shit, right? Pillow fights came out on ESPN. Out of everything I've done, I got over 30 professional fights between bare knuckle, MMA, boxing, everything. I've come out on ESPN twice. Once when I got the 3-second knockout, and one was for pillow fighting. Bro. Well, of all things, you know what I mean? But it was an amazing opportunity. Shout out to Steve from PFC, Pillow Fighting Championship. He reached out to me through social media. We had a meeting down in Miami, came down to see me. Had a great meeting. He's an amazing dude, has a great promotion behind him that he's working with, you know, that he's the owner of. And it's going great, man. Serena Williams just came out on Instagram saying that she was recording it, saying she wants to be part of it as well.
No way.
So yeah, man, it's another.
I feel like her swing would be pretty crazy.
Man, yeah, it would be crazy. I would love to fight Serena. But just being part of that movement, man, is great. Anything that has to do with combat sports, I always tell people I'm involved. I've competed in everything. I tell people if you wanna see who spits the farthest, I'm in that too. You know, so it's a great opportunity, man.
100%.
That's crazy. Yeah. So how do you even train for something like that?
Well, you know, at the meeting, he gave me 2 pillows. These are like custom-made pillows that they make. They're 2 pounds each. They can knock somebody out. You know, only one guy's been knocked out in the whole pillow fighting championship.
No offense, but the guy that gets knocked out by a pillow, that sucks. Bro.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
You get right though.
But like any fight, you go in there thinking, I better get knocked out.
That's rough.
But yeah, man, it's amazing what they have. They have a great product. They custom made their pillows. They're 2-pound pillows, and
has it got like a grip on it?
It does. It has 3 handles on it. You could kind of like fold your hand and make it into one, and you could swing the shit out of it. You could back fist. Only rule is you gotta stay 3 feet away because you don't wanna be so close and actually whack somebody. So the referee, shout out to him, to Yuri, man. He's a UFC vet. He's got great people behind it. He's got a great product, man. And again, it was awesome to compete in.
Again, I would have never thought I'd see Yuli doing a pillow fight, but you never know.
You know what's funny? He gave me those 2 pillows. My kids were at home bashing each other, so it was awesome.
And what about you with the side quest? I saw you were out in Dubai recently.
I was out in Dubai for slap fighting championships. I was at the Eddie Hall's promotion. And me and my dad actually was commentating on the show. They originally wanted me to compete on it, but it was close to when I was going to fight, so I was like, nah. But they was like, we still want you to get involved. And I was like, well, how about me and my dad commentate on the show because you spoke before about that. So I spoke to the promotion of that. They literally called me back. He's like, let me make a couple phone calls. Call me back 5 minutes. All right, perfect. All right, you're in. We're going to get you out to Dubai. And that was before I even had my fight, and it was like a couple weeks after. So I was out there commentating on the show. That was a great promotion.
That's
super
amazing.
Fun. Yeah, really, really cool.
What do you guys think about slap boxing? Would you guys try that?
With the slap, like competing.
Competing.
100%. So the same promotion asked about it, and I think October I might be out there. So I'm hoping October, go out there, slap someone, knock them out.
Slap boxing in October?
Hey, and this guy's hands are like fucking bricks, bro.
And like, what's good with the promotion is like, because so power slap, you can't really move your feet and stuff. With slap fighting championships, your feet can stay down, but you can pivot on a foot. So you can really put
even more force.
A rotation.
Holy shit.
So I'm telling you now, bro,
that is dangerous.
October, I'm gonna knock someone out with my palm, bro. I'm adamant, and I want
So how does that work? Like, what if you don't go first? You just got to take the hit and not get knocked out.
That's the biggest part. That's the biggest part about competing in slap fighting in general.
Being able
to take the hit, take it, and not flinch, because then you get a point deduction and you get to go again.
Right.
So it's all about. That's what I mean. I feel like, Shan, how big your balls, how tough are you? That's why it excites me.
What happens if you get hit first and get knocked out? Do you get a chance of redemption at all?
Game over.
Yo, that's not fair, bro. That's
you can have
crazy.
First whack, knock them out, done, dusted. Nothing happened to me. So it can happen that way. But have a couple slaps each. But I kind of want to eat one because I want to know what it's like.
Yo, you're a savage.
I've been slapped, but I want to be slapped by someone really trying to hurt me.
Yeah.
You're a savage. Would you ever try that?
No, I wouldn't try that. I'm gonna say it all for
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but just to stand there and fucking take a hit, man, with the meat of your fucking hand.
Nah, that's crazy.
Man, I was offered a position in power slap, and I turned it down, man. I wouldn't take it. And it's not out of being scared or anything like that. It's not any fear. I just feel like it's, to me, standing there, you know what I mean? Getting hit by somebody full force is kind of like a disadvantage. I've been hit by the best, and I've taken the best punches. I feel like I have a great chin, but still, I wouldn't do it.
No,
so shout out to my dog right here, checking off something in a resume.
That's what I'm saying. Like you've done like the bare knuckle. You've done obviously the dirty boxing. Like you've done these different sports. You've done boxing. You've done MMA. And it's like, say for myself, I've done a bunch of things, and it's like I kind of want to tick a few more things off my list. You know what I mean?
You know what? You're making it sound good. I'll tell you what. Talk to Eddie Hall for me. If you say something, if I'm on the same card as you, I'll do it. Let's do it.
Listen,
let's do it. I promise you.
Say less.
All right.
Say less. And I'm gonna phone call after this.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and it's in Dubai?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, free
Hey, you heard it here first. The Miami
you
Hustle.
heard it right here first. Miami Hustle, bro.
But one, you know what I mean?
I went from no to yes.
For real. Yeah, that's fire. I love it.
Nah, I mean that is wild. I just feel like if you're first, you're fucked.
Yeah,
like you gotta.
It's one of the things. It can be like that. Like, mate, when me and my dad was commentating on it, like there was this one dude that there was definitely a weight discrepancy. Like he's at least 20, 30 pounds, right?
That's big.
And one dude was like this English fella, and he's fighting an Indian guy, and the Indian guy was super tall, bro. Like to the point where my guy had to almost lean over the table to hit him because he was that big. And my guy went first, whacked my dude, chilling. My guy went, barked him out. I say my guy, the English guy, he knocked him out, colded him, mate. Like phenomenal. And it's like the weight, the size difference was immense. It's just hitting someone right in the right place on the face.
No, the button.
On the chin,
the
bro.
button.
How do you know who goes first? Is it like a coin
They
flip?
do heads and tails, the flip of a
Bro,
coin.
that shit is...
Literally right in front of you as well. They go, okay, heads and tails, like your head. You go, boom, all right, you're going first. Okay, boom, you put the cotton wool in, they chalk your hand, bosh.
How did you feel going into dirty boxing? That's a new sport for you. You had never done something like that before. So with the elbows, the ground and pound, did you feel more comfortable or?
Man, honestly, I feel comfortable in any combat sport, tell you the truth, brother. And you know, like people say like, oh, like if you come from MMA, you go do boxing, do you feel like throwing a kick? You don't, because you've been training so long for what you're about the face that you're just used to it. And I love it, man. To me, there's nothing in this world like combat sports. I've always said it. Everybody knows my saying is fighting saved my life. You know, I went from fighting on the streets, going to prison, juvenile detention centers as a kid, to being a professional now, having a great home, having a beautiful family, doing whatever I want to do whenever I want, thanks to fighting. It's given me great opportunities. And again, you know, in the future, we'll look back and I was the pioneer of, you know, I was in BKFC 10. They're at close to 100 now. BKB, maybe fucking slap boxes soon. You know, Dirty Boxing 1. I was around for all these things where they were coming through, and I was in a perfect time in life, man. So it's a blessing.
Dip your feet in and jump and get involved, bro.
Exactly.
So yeah, fighting solves everything.
Exactly.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. Fighting solves anything. And look, man, anybody, anytime, anywhere, baby.
100%.
That's what's up.
100%.
Do you know
Except right now, I'm injured.
Hey, so and then also with side quests, you've been hanging out with Alex Terrible a lot. I see that. What's up with that?
Obviously,
I feel like he's a wild one too.
Yeah, bro. So I was originally how I met him. I was on tour for 2 months with him. Marilyn Manson. They was on tour with Marilyn Manson, Five Finger Death Punch, and bruv. I really want to say
That's
that.
what happens when you get punched in the head,
bro. I wish man, I'm so sorry on remembering their name, but we're gonna get back to that. But yeah, anyway, the Funeral Portrait.
There you go.
There we go. Shout out to Funeral Portrait. Listen, I was hanging out with these guys every night after they'd done all their thing, you know. Like helping like break down like everything off stage. I was on stage helping. Obviously, I was training Alex like behind closed doors as well. Yeah, what a crazy dude. And obviously, then you see his fight just now. Hats off to him, bro. Like, I have to say, for someone who is just a heavy metal artist, loves fighting, yeah, wrestling bears, doing all the crazy shit that he does, he's like you, bro. Like, honestly, he is like the nicest soul. Dang. The nicest dude, yeah? Awesome. But he's a fucking savage. And like, when it comes down to it, like, bro, like, he was like, Jake, I want you to punch me in the face. He's like, I really want you to punch me in the face. And you check the content, bro, I'm punching him straight in the face. Like, we should put that up, boom. Bam, 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 hit him in the face, and he gets eating it. And then when he had this last fight, bro, he broke his whole skull, literally. Like, his whole nose got caved in, cuts, breaks, everything, smashed up. He never went down, he kept fighting, bro.
He's a beast.
Like, hats off to him.
Yeah,
for someone who's not in that world, to then be in that world on the deepest level, bro, and still walk out of it. I spoke to him on the phone after, I was like, bro, I'm so proud of you, man. You should be so proud. Like, that was amazing.
That's awesome.
Thank you, like, it should be better, but whatever.
That's awesome.
Bro, shout out to Alex Terrible, bro. That's not easy.
Terrible, man.
That's not
easy.
easy.
Slaughter to Bravado, bro.
That's like, you gotta be, obviously you gotta be physically strong to take that beating, but you gotta be mentally strong at another level.
More mental.
More mental than anything. Yeah. Like, I could be, I'm as tough as now, so is this dude, but like, if my head's not in it or his head's not in it, you're having a long night, mate.
Absolutely.
You know, it really is like that. It's a major head game. Like,
it is.
Out of 20 years fighting experience, I've had 50 professional fights plus, as well as anything else outside of that, more than 50. And it's like, bro, the biggest thing I've learned over the time is just like, it's all in your head.
Yeah.
It's about, you know, not letting the fear take over, you know, the nerves, not letting anything else, not the nerves controlling you being in control, like, and feeling comfortable. And like, bro, I was backstage for this last fight after 2 years of not doing bare knuckle, and I was backstage, bro. I was like smiling and like, I'm chilling, bro. I was vibing, like literally behind the black curtain, just about to walk out. I'm like chilling.
Yeah. That actually goes through my head too. When I'm backstage for a fight, I'm like, you know, because sometimes you got the nerves, but I always tell myself, I'm like, you're living what people dream of. You know what I mean? What a lot of people dream about doing, you're about to do right now as a professional. And it makes me feel good, and I go out there the same way. As soon as that bell rings, all those nerves are out the door.
It doesn't matter, it's like game time, bro. I've got like 10 minutes, 15-minute window. I've got to show up, give you me, and then I can chill out after.
And I've always told you, and I've told everybody, I just told Steve this earlier while we were eating, when you get into a fight, whether it's amateur, but when you get into a real fight with a referee and there's rules and it's sanctioned and you go and there's a guy who got ready for you to fight you and you got ready to fight him, you guys are about to tear each other up, there's no better feeling than that. When you come out of that, you feel like a different person. Again, it doesn't matter if it's amateur, nothing, not a street fight. Street fight's a sucker punch and it's over, that's nothing. Something you're getting ready to do.
Professional.
Yeah, and it lasts only minutes compared to all the work you've put behind you. And man, you come out of there a whole different person, brother. I'm telling you, and that's why we say fighting saved my life, man. It just tuned me into a whole different world.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that, actually, like when it goes into the actual fight, like what goes in behind closed doors, all the hours in the gym, everything, Bro, I think about this, right? My last fight, now I can talk about it. I literally had 4 rounds of sparring. I had no sparring, so I had a bad shoulder. And it's my jab hand. I need my doubles, my triples. My left hand is everything for me, especially against someone who's taller, like Leo Carrero, who I just fought. So I had like, my training was, I had to work around an injury the entire camp. And then I went, and I think hours, bro, struggling, suffering, everything. I went into that fight, I threw 2 left hooks, and that was that. So you think everything that goes into it, like, it can go like that. And sometimes it doesn't go like that, and I'm blessed to think the amount of countless hours and everything that goes into it. I'm expecting a fight. I was expecting to get smashed in my face, taste, smell blood, struggle, get put on my ass, get up, keep fighting, and it really didn't even end up being like that. You know, I'd say it was a bit of a downer, but it was weird not getting really hit. It really was, you know, just to stop the fight. But it just goes to show, like, what we do put into how it can go, it is a blessing.
First time you come out with no stitches.
Bro, literally. Literally it is for bare knuckle, bro. Like, no stitches, no injury, nothing. I had like, I think he caught me with a jab and a left hook on the top of my head. When I hit him with my left hook, he caught me on the top of my head. Because I was dipping my head.
But you don't feel that till the next day, right?
No, afterwards, I had like a little cone on my head. I was like, I'm like holding a little ice cube on it, like, just trying to like, just trying to let it go down. That's all I had. So, it's, it was a blessing. And then I threw the same shot again, and then he missed that hook. But yeah, it was a blessing, bro.
Yeah, you didn't look like you had taken 2 years off. You looked very composed. You looked.
It put me straight at the back of the top of the ladder, mate.
Yeah,
if you didn't know about my name, like, you fucking heard it now, mate.
Absolutely.
For sure. So speaking of that, do you have a fight coming up next? Anything lined up?
I think they mentioned hopefully around December. I think it might be local. I'm not 100%, so don't count me on that. But it's looking like December time. I did ask to try and get on the September card with Yoel Romero. I was like, let me go again. Like, I just literally just knocked someone out. I'm fine. But they wanted to wait, and whatever. They're telling me December. So it's looking like December I'm going to fight. But again, within the meantime, hopefully October, I might go out to Dubai and compete in slap fighting championship.
Me too.
That would be amazing, yeah.
Bro, we're gonna make a call after. We're gonna get you out there. We're gonna make a call after.
So we could possibly see you competing in October and in December.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
bro, just keep it going, keep it moving.
Like he said, it's like anything to do with combat. You know, that's why even the slapping thing, it's like, it intrigues me because I know what it's like to get hit, to hit someone. It's like, let me have a fucking go at that. Like, I want to try and knock someone out on that, you know what I mean? So, with anything, boxing, I've done kickboxing, Thai boxing, anything combat, we're going to try and stay busy and, I'll always be in sports for the rest of my life.
And listen, man, one thing for sure is that time doesn't stop. And one day we're going to be 50, 60, 70 years old, and now we're going to have his memories, his stories to tell. And we're going to be able to say we lived that life, man. We got pictures to prove it. We got the times, you know what I mean? So. That's what I always think about as well, man. It keeps me motivated.
And also, like, pain is temporary. I can't speak much because I'm not in the fighting game. But
of course. It is. Pain is temporary. That is true.
Pain is temporary. And emotions as well.
Stitches are gone in 7 to 10 days. Your bruises are gone in 7 to 10 days. You're back in the gym in less than that. You already, So, and listen, you can't hang on, win, lose, or draw. You can't hang on that last fight. It doesn't matter even if you won with 2 punches like he did. You got to get back to the drawing board.
It makes no difference, This is back to it.
It's just about, like, staying active.
That's
and
it.
Speaking of...
It's consistency, man.
Yeah.
For sure. And speaking of staying active, I want to talk about your routine. How did you get into that specific routine that you do nowadays that it goes viral every time? You do it everywhere, no excuses.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, like how'd you come up with it?
What started that?
So I do this routine daily. I actually learned it off somebody on Instagram. Shout out to him. I don't even know who he is. Somebody else posted it. I learned the routine. I go, man, I like that. I started doing it long before I started recording it. I was doing it. And then, you know, the world we live in is social media. I'm like, you know what? Let me start putting this thing on at least my TikTok every day. And man, it's turned into something where I'm getting tons of views on a daily basis from TikTok. I do it everywhere, anywhere I'm at. I got to do it in Times Square.
Yeah,
I did it the other day at the Red Rocks. I was in St. Martin, St. Thomas, wherever I'm at, I knock it out. And it's turned into a thing, man. And that's what I really wanted to happen, and it's happening. And like we were talking today, it's about consistency. You know what I mean? Whether it's fighting, whether it's social media, whether it's a podcast. I told you this day one when we met at your house years ago for Miami Hustle episode, whatever it was, where you're now getting into the hundreds.
35.
You know what I mean? 35. And now you're about to be 100.
Or no, 36. You were 36.
36.
Yeah.
It's consistency, man. It's doing the work over and over. You're gonna have your days where you wake up and you feel like shit, you still gotta do it. Your days that you wake up good, you gotta do it. And everything in between, you gotta keep doing it. And it gets to a point where you have no more bad days. You know what I mean? Days aren't bad no more. You might have a little tiff here and there, you get through it and you keep going. And it's always the sunshine, you get to sunshine and rainbows like Rocky says.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's really what it's about. It's about consistency and then
Absolutely.
just like staying active.
Really, so with anything, posting, social media, whatever it may be. Consistency, baby.
Yeah.
Diet, training, a routine, bro.
Yeah.
And it's just stand at it. Yeah. Even shout out to David behind the camera, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, see him, obviously,
Yes,
when he
sir. Shout out
started chopping
David.
up, doing his content and stuff. And he's like pushed himself to the limits, bro. Recording this, editing all this, and like consistently with it. And now look, it's like.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Dave, behind the camera, bro.
And I feel, shout out David behind the camera always. And I feel like when you're consistent like that, you get to meet people that are like-minded around, and you guys can relate more.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So people are on the same kind of path, bro.
Exactly. You stay on your path and you start meeting people on that same path, and you become family over time, man.
And speaking of that, I feel like you doing that routine and posting it every day, I'm sure you've inspired people. Like, do people reach out to you?
A ton. We were just talking about that while we were eating before here. A ton of people hit me on a daily basis. They either send me their content or tell me, hey man, you got me started. They send me their kids doing it.
Nice.
So yeah, man, and again, I come from a world where I was bad for a long time, so now to be able to do good is a blessing, and to be able to put out good and pay it forward is a blessing. So man, shout out to everybody out there doing the daily routine. Yeah. If you're doing it, hit me, tag me on Instagram, I'll repost you, and I appreciate you, man. Keep doing it.
It's great. And for using social platforms to inspire and help others,
absolutely,
really is what it's about. Like, I don't use I genuinely dislike social media. Like, if I had a choice, I wouldn't bother with anything, just go live my life in the middle of nowhere. But it's the new day and age, and it's what we have to be around it and involved with it. So the best stuff that I get, even like I'll post fights where I'm getting knocked down or I'm bloodied up, and it's like, it inspires people to like you're tough and you got to bring this out of you, and you never stop, never quit, keep going, keep grinding, you know.
Yeah.
And inspiring the new generation is really what it's about. Like, he does. Absolutely. Even myself, like, I get DMs, people want to commit suicide and like all this stuff, and it's like, they turn their life around. Like, I got into a boxing because of you, and
just answering their DM turns their life around. Bro, there's people who are like, yo, I never thought you were gonna answer me. I'm like, bro.
Someone sharing something and like it comes up my shares. I'll have like 10 shares, wherever, and I go through and I'll heart them. I'll make the effort to like notice that I've seen them. Right. And then people then reshare just my little love heart liking it. Right. And they're like, oh my God, man, respect, bro. Like, I can't believe you saw this. And it's like, bro, that's gonna put a smile on your face.
And again, it's the truth. And again, I do my daily routine just because that's what I do. I'm not trying to motivate anybody. I'm not going out of my way to do it. This is what I do on a daily basis. I'm showing you the work. If you want to do it, join me. And you never know who's gonna be inspired by it, man. You never know.
Same with the runs. Like, I'll post my runs. Yeah. And I'll post my time, how far I ran and stuff. And I have people send, yo, what app do you use? next time you, I know I'm looking on there and someone's like doing a video of them running and they're in the, you know, they're getting out on the street running. You know, it's just like people seeing it and want to join in, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's really important, and I appreciate you guys for doing that, and we need more people like you that like promote a positive message on social media, because I could relate with what you said. Like, I honestly don't like social media either. It could be a very negative place.
100%.
And that's kind of why I did this podcast, because if it wasn't for this podcast, I would have just probably got away from social media for a little bit. But I was like, fuck it, if I could push a positive message and get people to
100%.
understand that there's more to life than a bunch of negative bullshit,
100%.
then let's do it.
And everyone travels, and everyone goes through their life, you know. But
nothing's perfect, brother.
Nothing's perfect, you know. Like me and him both got our past, but you know, both got our history. But it's like how we're directing it now and making it a thing now. It's just everything that we've learned on the way, you know, from the fuck ups, from doing it right, doing it wrong.
And like he said, how he posts, like I do the same. How he posts himself, the fights you lose, the fights you get knocked down. People, all you see is people's like great days on Instagram. So when you post these things and people being real, and you're like, you know, people appreciate that. Like, man, damn. You know, not real as fuck. Everybody posts their hand raised. They don't post fucking the one where their hand wasn't raised and they got their fucking knocked down. You know, so that really pushes people too in a good direction.
Yeah, for sure. That's what the hustle's about too. The hustle isn't always pretty.
That
shit gets ugly sometimes.
Hustle is never pretty. Yeah, there's definitely more dark side. There's more dark days than there are brighter days when it comes to, especially the fight game.
Yeah. Hey, when you guys were talking about social media, I still to this day, there's once in a while where I go like on Instagram, I get a little bit like an anxiety, like why am I on here? You know what I mean? Like, and then I'm on for 10 minutes, I get mad at myself, like bro, fuck, I'm wasting my day.
Yeah, bro, you get stuck in it. You know? There's so many times I'm like, do I just delete this? But it's like, no, I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. It's all about the numbers. You know?
It helps pay the bills.
It does.
You just gotta know how to use it, and you just can't get sucked into that negative shit. But yeah, unfortunately, that's what goes viral sometimes is negativity. And I've had a bunch of people try to tell me like, oh, you should do this, you should say this to go viral, and I'm like, I don't do this to go viral. I do this to spread a positive message, and if it doesn't get out there to millions, like whatever, at least I tried.
100%. Yo, real quick.
Would you?
Shout out to Mitra 9, bro.
What's that?
This is Mitra 9.
Let me get a sip of that.
What is that, an energy drink?
No, it's called, this is Kratom.
A what?
The Kratom.
Kratom.
So Mitra 9. Strong. Okay, so Mitra 9. It's a feel-good vibe, right? So a lot of people, like from opioids and stuff, move over to something like this to help, like, get there in the right direction. You feel me? So I have these couple times a week, and man, like it makes you feel like super loose. Like I have it before training more than anything. Sometimes at night time if I'm just chilling or whatever, but it just gives you like a bit of a body vibe. You know, there's we call them Carver bars. You must have seen like Carver Sutras and whatever. There's places you can go and get teas and stuff. So, but yeah, no, shout out to Mitra 9. I say they send me a little care package and work with them.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to all the sponsors out there. Would you guys want to shout out any other sponsors?
Of course, bruv. never. Look at this fit. Check this fit, mate. See my chaos shorts. See my chaos shorts, bruv.
Love that.
Come on, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, shout out to Iron Outlaws, man. Honestly, they've been the best sponsor I've ever come across, mate. They've really got my back. Love working with them. Clothing. They've got dropping supplements and stuff soon. They're doing me my own custom Brutal X like merch, you know. So yeah, shout out to Iron Outlaws, man. Our biggest sponsor I'm working with right now.
Nice. Yeah, no love. And what is it? And what's the other one? Mitra what?
Oh, this is Mitra 9.
Mitra 9.
Mitra 9, yeah. No, it's no, you see these everywhere in the gas stations, in all the smoke shops, things like that.
Nice.
You know, shout out to these guys.
Well, my people, man, shout out to AMG, Accident Medical Group. That's been the best sponsor I've ever worked with. Those guys are family. You know, it's amazing what they do, not only for the community and everything they do. They really spread positivity throughout all of Miami. And I truly appreciate working with them. And shout out to West Miami Jewelry, always keeping me fresh from day one. My dog Jose is the man.
Blinged up.
Yeah. I got my wedding ring right, everything, man.
The wedding ring's
Yeah, and again, you know, I don't just work with people for money, man. I've never done that in my life. I don't feel right doing that. We work together if there's a synergy, and I end up becoming family with these people, you know what I mean? So shout out to AMG, shout out to West Miami Jewelry. They're my family, they're my brothers. You know, and I love working with them. And again, even if I wasn't getting anything from it, I would still be working with them because they're They're amazing people.
Yeah, shout out to AMG. Shout out to Yusuf as well. He
Yusuf
helped out.
is the man.
Yeah, he helped out the Miami Hustle. He sponsored the podcast for a couple months. Yeah, and it was great. Like, we actually met because of your fight. We went to go support you at BYB.
Yeah.
And he saw the Miami Hustle hoodie. He approached me. He said he loves what we're doing. So kind of like you said, like I wasn't looking for money and he wasn't looking to sponsor anyone.
Right.
But we both liked what we were doing and we met. And
man,
then he extended
Juice
his hand.
Juice is one of the best people I've ever met in my life, man. Juice, I love you with all my heart.
Yep.
We're having lunch tomorrow.
He's a real one. He's a real one. Shout out to AMG again. Go check them out.
Yeah.
And then
I got one more shout out to my boy Champagne Mike. Listen, I'll tell you about Champagne Mike off stage or even on stage, doesn't matter. But listen, that dude, I met him. The first time I met him, we got on a jet to fly to where did we go? Went for a bare knuckle event. Where did we go?
It must have been a good jet, baby.
We're chilling. No, he's a real one. He's got a 100-foot yacht. Like, he's a proper character. And I'll tell you what, he's a proper real one, just like me and yourself. And like, he's helped me, like funded me for fights and stuff, even for this last one actually. And he didn't get the best shout out on. I wasn't expecting to get the mic. And the whole thing was I had to give him a shout out on the mic, and then I fucking
I was on fight, you forget everything.
But no, honestly, that dude got me out of trouble, mate. Champagne Mike, you're the man, mate. So thank you.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
And then I want to ask you guys, like, for the people that are watching and the people that are either in the fight game or out of the fight game, maybe they're just hustling, following their own passion. Like, what advice would you give them?
Go on, you go. Am I go first? Yeah, go on.
Again, everybody's gonna be tired of this word, consistency, man. If you're gonna get into anything, whether it's fighting, whether it's podcasting, whether it's being a mechanic, a teacher, anything, stay consistent to what you're trying to do and the path will open up for you. At the beginning, it's gonna be all closed doors. You gotta get through closed doors on a regular basis. But then once that door opens, it's gonna be a clear path to what you wanna do. Stay consistent.
And I'll add to that and say exactly the same thing. It's all the consistency. And when it does, listen, and especially if you're into social media, you can't be taking the negatives. Do not be listening to these people, these no-life people talking their absolute nonsense.
That aren't doing shit
that
themselves.
Ain't doing shit. Haters, mate. And they are everywhere. And they are really what help drive the algorithm, I feel. My fans are like arguing with people talking shit, and then it's like, you know, like the negative stuff that you get from social media, don't let that ever be an influence. Just stay on your path, stay focused, you know, keep your head locked in, and at the end of the day, you are the priority. Yeah. Work on you, you're number one. If your cup ain't full and it's half empty, I can't be sharing my energy with everyone else. Right. My cup's got to be full so I can share with my people, you know? So
that's right.
You are the priority, you know, work on you.
That's right.
Yeah, that's...
And listen, and you know, not to be religious or nothing, but they hated on Jesus Christ. So if they're gonna hate on Jesus Christ, they're gonna hate on you, me, and everybody else. So just keep moving forward and do your thing. And I got one more shout out I forgot, man. The Miami Hustle, man. Keeping it gangster, keeping it 10 toes down. Right here in BRAWLERZ in our backyard in Miami. Always holding it down with great guests, great people, always giving us the platform to be able to speak, telling you what our future's gonna be, what our past was like, and trying to motivate you and keep you positive on the same note. And man, and giving us a chance to be with my brother right here. This is my right-hand man for many years. And again, you know, we come from hard paths. We come from, you know, hard lives, and we made an easy life for ourselves. And don't get that word mistaken, because it's not an easy life. We still work our ass off every day. We grind every day. We put our fucking head down and do what we got to do on a daily basis. We take care of our families, but it's a lot better and easier than what life was before because we stay consistent. We didn't listen to the bullshit. And we're here today to tell you all about this. Thanks to Miami Hustle.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you, bro. I really appreciate those
words.
That
was a fucking commercial.
Yeah, that was a commercial. You fucking sold that shit.
I need to edit that real, man.
No, but that's really how it is. Like,
you are helping the platform for us to even speak. Do you know what I mean? So it gives us the opportunity to even express and talk about ourselves rather than just ourselves on social media. It's like, at least this is now, you got something where we're all having a...
They see the real person talking.
Yeah, this is real stuff. We're sitting there having a chit chat about life, mate. And I think more of this is definitely needed. So respect to you for having us on and appreciate you.
Chris V, baby.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Of course.
I mean, that's really why I put this platform together. I feel like there's a lot of people out here, especially in this city that we live in. It's Miami. It's a very fast city, but it's a very busy city and it can get really real, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're out there on your platforms and you're promoting your fights and you're promoting yourself in the gym, no one really gets to see who they are behind that camera. So this is where we get to sit and talk like humans. And then we realize that you guys are just normal people just like anybody else. On top of the fact that you guys have probably been through a lot more shit than the people watching. Like, no offense to the people watching, but...
Yeah, but still, like anyone else, bro. Like, we wake up, we shit piss, we gotta sleep, brush our teeth.
No, and I'll tell you something, like, I tell everybody that's not true. Everybody's going through hard shit. And it's not harder than, I mean, it's not less hard than what I went through. Maybe it's even harder than what I went through, you know what I mean? But just keep going, stay consistent with what you're doing, and I promise you, man, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
I tell you, especially when it comes to fitness, man, like, I'll tell you what, like you said, like, fitness, fighting saved your life. For me, like, for example, running is my therapy, bro. You know, I'll go hit 5-6 miles, I'll be smiling, I'll be laughing, I'll be crying. That, for me, is like my little outlet. As an example, just road work alone, just running, headphones on my fucking own, mate, out. Like, that to me is my therapy. That makes me feel good, you know? And again, that's just working on me, but doing something that I don't necessarily want to do, you know?
For sure.
But it's like, that's where you find
it. But that's where the grind is. When you do shit that you hate to do and you finish, you're like, I'm glad I did it.
Like Tyson said, what is it? You gotta enjoy it. Wait, you enjoy it like you love it.
No, you gotta do the shit you hate like you love it.
Yeah, you gotta do the shit that you hate, you gotta do it like you love it.
Exactly.
And that's a straight up.
That's really how it is. I feel the same way about running, but everybody knows that the hardest part about running is starting.
It's getting your shoes on and getting outside. Listen, if you can get your socks on, get your shoes on, and just go for a walk around the block a couple times, that at least gets the ball rolling. Listen, it really is. It's just getting yourself to even.
Shout out to Goggins, just did like 200 miles or something the other day, man.
That guy's a machine.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's a machine.
50.
And
that's crazy.
That's wild, yeah. But he motivates us too. And
he does.
One thing that you said that I like too was make sure your glass is full before you try to fill up someone else's.
Yeah. I picked that up on the way about a year ago.
That's very important because even me sometimes, like, I'll feel like I try to be consistent and I try to take every opportunity that I could get, but sometimes it's about quality over quantity.
Yeah, we had this conversation earlier.
Yeah, you got to take a couple steps back to work on yourself before you can continue going forward.
A step back or two before you can keep going forward, and that is very true, mate. Very true, because you can get overwhelmed, especially if you're doing a lot of stuff and you got a lot of content. You're trying to, and it does become overwhelming. It's like, whoa.
And even like to be able to love someone else, you got to love yourself first.
Absolutely. That is factual, bro. Listen, like, there's no woman that can just come into my life and make me happy. Like, that's not how it works. Like, I have to find happiness and peace with myself, and then now I have an amazing girlfriend, and she come into my life, and it's like, now I get to share that. And blossom together, you know? That's how it should be.
Amen to that.
Your cup's got to be full before you can share.
Amen to that.
Yeah, bro, that's really how it is. And the beginning's always going to be the hardest, just like in a run. But you just got to start, and then you just got to keep pushing through. Like, I didn't know what I was doing when I first started this podcast, but I just kept learning, kept picking up tips and tricks, and then eventually it led me to meeting to people like you. So at the end of the day, I'm always going to be grateful, and I'm always going to feel like I got to keep going.
So respect the hustle, bro.
You're on the right path, dog. Keep going.
The 305 hustle.
Hey, and let me just make sure I got all the questions in.
Let's go.
Oh, and if you like this notebook, you got to go to the 305hustle.com and shop to get your notebooks, get your shirts, get your merch, all that. Please help support the bio. I'm just talking shit. I don't even have nothing written on here. I just had to shout myself out real quick because I need the support. I need the support. So
thank you for the opportunity.
Anytime.
It was great being next to my brother doing this shit.
Pleasure, man.
And we should end it on this note, man.
Yes,
peace, love. And we out.
Until next time, we love Miami. Let's go.
Until next time, brother. Let's go.
Yes, sir.